Hello and welcome to Bridging the Gap. In trying to figure out what this channel means for me, what I'm trying to express, how we're trying to help each other, I think it's been very important to think of a bridge, right? And a bridge can only be built if both sides reach together. So where do we fit in that? How do we create the awareness and the space that's needed during these challenging times in our geopolitical environment, in our families, in our lives, in our structures, and still be able to breathe and function? I think a lot of it has to do with our brain chemistry, how we communicate with each other, and I'd like to share those thoughts with you, and hopefully incorporate some meditation and some just knowing that somebody else is there, a voice is there, that we're here to help and meet somewhere in the middle. It's never just, it's very rare that you'll meet 50% in the middle, but if we know that someone is reaching out in some way, shape, or fashion, it can help. One of the thoughts that I'd like to start with today is about equanimity and accepting all people for who they are, for where they are in their space, and how we can be there through compassion, right? And compassion with wisdom, so that we know sometimes that we want to be able to reach out and they may not be ready. And just knowing that someone's there to listen, to hear them, may be enough for us to make it through our day, for them to just turn and look. It may not be the way that we want them to. It may come out in anger, frustration, sadness, but to know that someone's at least looking, recognizing, and validating that they have these feelings can lead to the next point and can help us reach a better place than we are. So I'd like to start off with maybe just one of the biggest things that we find in neuroscience and brain chemistry and in meditation is that taking all of that angst and peace, turning it into peace is some way that we can find a way to coexist. So if we can take 5 minutes to read all of these things that are going on in the world and be on our devices, can we just start with 5 minutes of meditation? I'm going to set my timer, and it'll be a guided meditation for people that haven't done it before. It's just a breathing exercise if you want to think it that way, and to help us. So if we find a comfortable position and close our eyes and clear out all the worries and thoughts as best we can. If a thought arises, we allow it to come through, almost like a thought bubble, and then let it dissipate into the emptiness of space, and be there with that peace, knowing that it's been okay with this moment. As we breathe in, we feel the cool air through our nose, and breathe back out through your mouth or your nose, whatever you feel most comfortable. As we try to clear our mind, we see the emptiness, the blackness, which for some may be darkness and shadows. We breathe in the light. As we have an intentional wish of peace for all beings. If we relax our face, our eyes, our mouth, focusing on the breath and inhalation. Filling us with joy and happiness. breathing out any of those thoughts. If you choose to engage any muscles on your face, let it be a small, warm smile. This helps to create endorphins that fill our heart and that fill our soul. As we contemplate peace, other sounds and thoughts may come through and we let them pass. Knowing this foundation will give us the ability to be there for ourselves and for others. You can do this sitting, in any position you'd like. Some find it better to have your feet planted firm on the ground, cross-legged, sometimes even lying down. Begin your morning, your day, your moments with a breath. And this practice could come back with you, knowing any moments that are challenging as we breathe through. When it's time for you, feel free to reopen your eyes. That was 5 minutes. 5 minutes of how we can be there for each other, how we can be there for ourselves. So as we think about all the stuff that's going on, and we think about how we can bridge that gap and where we find ourselves, one thing that I've been working on this week is finding peace, and finding peace for myself and others. And sometimes that comes with a lot of suggestions and help and how we can this want and need to help other people. If we had that wish and that intention and more people had it, what a wonderful world this would be. And sometimes that may be just listening, just allowing them to feel what they feel, not offering a suggestion. So as I move from the practice that I had from last week of peace to this week of silence, don't think of silence as inaction, but awareness. And this awareness gives us the first step on either side to building. Some, it may be just watching and seeing that. Some for us, it may just be listening and having the door open. The first step to knowing that door is open for someone to help. So I hope in some way, shape, or fashion this has helped you. And I hope to incorporate more. Some of the books that I've been reading that have helped me through this stage to get to here are Dr. Becky Kennedy's Good Inside, which is great for parents, but it's really the foundation of how we find ourselves and how we can be good inside for all of us and that surround us. Another great one for neuroplasticity was Secure Relating and Holding Your Own in an Insecure World. And another great book is The Book of Joy, Lasting Happiness in a Changing World with the Venerable Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu. So have a great week and hope to talk to you soon.